G'day guys, I'm Aaron Whitnell, this is ACWSport and here is my first Premier League predictions video of the season for the Premier League Week 1. So, kicking things off on Friday night is Arsenal versus Leicester at the Emirates, and even though Arsenal have notoriously started awfully at home every single season for the last few years, I'm predicting Arsenal to beat Leicester at the Emirates. I think Lacazette will be on the score sheet. I'm also predicting Iheanacho to be on the score sheet, but I'm predicting that Arsenal will beat Leicester 2-1 at the Emirates on Friday night to officially kick off the 2017-2018 Premier League season. Now on to the Saturday, and the first fixture on Saturday is Watford versus Liverpool. And to be honest with you, I just see Liverpool being way too strong for Watford. I reckon either Deeney or Gray could score for Watford, but I think in the end, Liverpool will run out 3-1 winners at Vicarage Road. I'd like to see Solanke on the score sheet. Hopefully he gets on that score sheet. I reckon Mane could also be on the score sheet as well. So that's my prediction for that game. Palace versus Huddersfield. I think Palace will have too much strength for Huddersfield. I'm going to be pretty bold with my predictions. I think a lot of teams will score in the opening weekend, but I do see Palace running out 2-1 winners in the end over Huddersfield on the first weekend, on the opening weekend of the season. West Brom versus Bournemouth. I actually see Bournemouth being too strong for West Brom, even though it's an away game, and I see Bournemouth running out 2-1 winners. Wouldn't be surprised if Jermaine Defoe scores on his return to Bournemouth to kick off the Premier League season for them. Now on to Brighton versus Manchester City. Now, normally when newly promoted teams come up, especially when they play at home on the opening weekend, they make things really, really hard for whoever they're facing. You might remember when Wigan almost got a point off of Chelsea all those years back when they first got promoted, only for Hernan Crespo to break their hearts in the 90th minute. I don't really see that happening, to be honest with you. On this occasion, I see City steamrolling Brighton and making a real statement of intent. That's what Pep's going to want. And I reckon, especially with Jesus being fit, Aguero being fit, Bernardo Silva being fit, and the fact they've got their new fullbacks as well, I see City in the end running out 3-0 winners at Brighton. Now on to Everton versus Stoke, and I see Everton being too strong for Stoke. Again, I think it'll be a tight one. I'm going 2-1 home win for Everton, and it would be nice to see Wayne Rooney on the score sheet on his Premier League return to Goodison Park. So hopefully that happens. Now on to Southampton versus Swansea. This is the only game that I think will be a draw on the opening weekend of the season. I'm going for a simple 1-1 to get the season started. I think they'll be fairly evenly matched. And yeah, share the points on the opening weekend. Now on to the defending champions, who I see having it pretty easy on this opening weekend of the 2017-2018 season. I see them steamrolling Burnley, being a 3-0 home win for Chelsea. Hazard to get on the score sheet for me in that game, and Burnley's awful away form to continue into this new season. Now on to the Sunday, and the two fixtures on Ford Super Sunday are Newcastle versus Tottenham and Manchester United versus West Ham. So let's start at St James's Park, where even though I think Newcastle will give it a really good go, I do see Tottenham being too strong for Newcastle, running out 2-1 winners at St James's Park, and I'm going to predict Dele Alli and Harry Kane to both be on the score sheet for Tottenham. Now on to the final game of the opening Premier League weekend. It is at Old Trafford, Manchester United versus West Ham, and Javier Hernandez's return to Old Trafford. And I'm predicting he gets a standing ovation because Manchester United fans love him. I'm still going to say it was a massive mistake that they ever sold him because he is guaranteed to score goals. I wouldn't be surprised if he got 20 plus goals for West Ham this season. And I'm predicting him to kick off his Premier League campaign with West Ham, his goal-scoring campaign at Old Trafford when he makes his return. But even though I see West Ham maybe taking a surprise lead with Hernandez scoring, I still think United will be too strong for West Ham. In the end, running out 3-1 winners. And I'm predicting Romelu Lukaku to score on his Premier League debut at Old Trafford. He's got a very, very good goal-scoring record against West Ham. And I'm also predicting Henrik Mkhitaryan to get on the score sheet for United as well. As for the third goal scorer, that'll be a surprise. I wouldn't be surprised if Lukaku got 2. But yeah, being fairly bold in my opening weekend statements as to what I think the results will be come the end of the weekend. Do you agree with my predictions? What are your predictions for the opening weekend of the 2017-2018 Premier League season? Please comment below, let me know, and I will see you after the weekend when I start reviewing what has happened to kickstart the 2017-2018 Premier League season.